Hello, my name is Kyle.
I'm Alex.
It's Tony.
And we are Pseudo Adults. Hello, and welcome to episode 196 of the Pseudo Adults podcast, the fastest aging podcast in all the internet. We're here to talk about all the fun, good things like the Madam Webs, the Wonkas, which Alex just remembered both of them are things that we should talk about this episode, so thank you. You can subscribe to Pseudo Adults anywhere you find podcasts. Watch us in the video format on YouTube if you're a Space Zamboni member. And yeah, I think I said it all. Mm-hmm.
YouTube.com/Space Zamboni for all the fun times. Funtimes.com/Space Zamboni. Listen to us.com/Space Zamboni. It only costs €1.
€1. Mm-hmm. If you're a pop culture fan who wants to level up in life, check out Inner Warrior. If you're trying to get into an IT career, check out Inner Tech Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. So what's new, everyone? What's going on? It's been a couple weeks. How's it hanging?
Long?
To the left?
Long to the left?
Shriveled?
Oh, long shriveled and long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like a scrunchie.
Mm.
You know how like you can stick your finger in it and kind of like turn it inside out?
Mm-hmm.
What's it like doing that when it's really long?
When it's really long, it kind of looks like the monster from Stranger Things. Then
Vecna?
It's inside. Yeah, it looks like Vecna and the flower monster. If they made out and they had a baby, then that's what would be made.
Impressive.
It's pretty wild.
Does the Lispy kid still sing to it?
Yes, he does. If he didn't, it wouldn't be the strangest thing of all.
Interesting.
But he's now 500 years old and challenges Vecna.
Oh.
Wow.
What a story.
Mm-hmm. Cool story, Mark.
Yeah, let's say the same thing. What story, Mark?
I know you've each talked about this in the past because you've all done like the LI TCG show with Mark and Becky. I got to have my first experience there, and it was really fun. They run an awesome show, and I had a good time with hanging out with the voice talent. And I just wanted to throw that out there. LI TCG show quarterly. I think the next one's in June.
Yep.
They're gonna do it. It's gonna be crazy.
June, and then the Chew and Brew in July.
Yeah, and then they got another one in November. And they got a lot of cool voice actors that come by. They're gods. Mm-hmm. Everybody says that when they walk up to the table. They're like, "Oh, you're a god!"
I'm like, "Thank you." Oh, you're not talking to me.
I'm just the fun collector.
It sounds like your guy made out pretty well. The real life Peter Griffin was there and not in cosplay. He was just like there.
Oh,
he was a genuine fan of the voice talent that I was helping out with, and he like hung out in front of him for like, I don't know, it felt like 15-20 minutes and just like chatted him up. And it was just like so interesting. I was like, I'm glad I'm pretty ignorant about who I was like next to. I was like, should I be like starstruck and nervous the way everyone else is around him? But I was like, I don't give a shit.
I think it's better that way, right?
Yeah.
To be like, you're a person.
Yeah.
We treat you that way. So not like, oh my God.
I think so.
Yeah.
He didn't even like, I think towards the end, he was just like, so are you like into any of like this stuff?
Are you into me?
Yeah. Is this happening?
Are we about to kiss right now?
We've established we're both married and like we have so much in common. Yeah. Will we, won't we? Oh, listen, I'm going to be in the bathroom, and if you just want to like walk into the last stall, I'll be there.
I will be pulling a Butters and my pants will be fully down.
No, I was just like, yeah, of course I was always into Pokemon. It just, the level of fandom isn't anywhere near when I was like, when it was like really new. And I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Like all various things that he did, but it's not like I was like super fan level currently on those projects. So I felt like I was able to sort of like keep very distant from it. So I don't know. Yeah, I think my dude had a good time. I don't know. Got asked a lot of questions just to like try and keep making conversation. Like someone there was lulls, it didn't feel super awkward. But that was a good time. Shortly before all that, we had a nice outing to the movies, and we saw the movie that everyone wants to hear about, Madam Web.
Yeah.
I think we'll just say spoiler warning from the top because
Yep.
if you haven't seen it,
Good for you.
Oh no!
I was gonna say shame on you.
Yeah, shame.
Seeing this fantastic, wonderful, beautiful, very like so many like awesome Spider-Man sequences in this movie. All right, so you've been spoil warned. Yeah, the movie was ridiculous, hilarious. I felt like I had no understanding of anything. I love it. And at some point, it just became super charming.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about your thoughts?
I think one of the funniest parts was the CPR stuff.
I was like,
you don't have to work in the medical field to know that's absurd, right? You get like stabbed with neurotoxin and stops your heart. You don't just go.
And then when she's just like, "You're fine, get up." Like,
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. That was the first introduction.
yeah. It's like, stop playing pretend. Okay.
There's a lot of CPR in this movie.
Yeah.
Because that scene felt like it was going on forever.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like it's like, you know, there were other people that were just kind of like hanging out in the background. I'm like, whatever happened to two provider rescue? And like, no one's giving breaths for this person. She's just like,
They're really pushing the compressions. Maybe
you press so hard that it breathes for you.
Yeah. They're able to suck up that room air.
While she's cracking their ribs with all the intense chest compressions.
You better believe it. That's how it's got to be done nowadays. Thanks the renewal of the HAHA or whatever it is. I don't know.
Just spelled hand job.
Yep.
HAND.
D-job. That's the hand job cardiac recirculation method.
Interesting.
You gotta stroke that oxygen to the brain.
Yeah, and there was just no Spider Women in it, right? Like it was just that flash forward
to things that did not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought they were in there in the dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
But what about at the very end when they
That hasn't happened yet. That's the best part about it.
we haven't gotten up to
You fell asleep during it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Yeah.
But I had a great time before I fell asleep.
I actually managed to find the scene was so crazy that I went online and it was like on Twitter immediately. So I was able to just send it over to Matt. And I was like, this is what you slept during.
The Pepsi sign
Yeah.
sequence.
That was also amazing.
It was like reverse Superman 2 with the big Coca-Cola sign. They're like that, but Pepsi.
Yep.
Trying to make it
Why was that on top of a fireworks factory?
I got your product placement out there somehow.
Because I was like, everything's blowing up in there. And
In New York.
yeah.
Where
Pepsi Cola.
where fireworks are forbidden.
Because it's a soda pop.
When that soda goes pop.
Mm-hmm.
And so you saw the clips you missed then? So you saw
A
how
little
she
bit.
loses her vision? It's all thanks to Pepsi? The Pepsi sign went in the water and like
Blinded her.
burned her eyes.
That is
or
actually
something?
true. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pepsi
Well, I didn't
both
see
killed
that.
the villain and also harmed the hero.
Much like the caffeine will rejuvenate and awaken you, but the sugar long term will cause crippling gangrene from diabetes.
Dang.
Well,
Well, that's okay. If that happens, you just do this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You recirculate the blood to the leg.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You're fine. Walk it off.
Yeah. Stop pretending.
It was. I really think Rachel, not to speak for her, but I think that if we weren't all there, she would have left the movie.
Oh, she would have immediately.
She looked like she was ready to leave at one point.
Wow.
She's like, I'm done with this movie. I was like, oh wow.
How early in was that?
I think it was basically like this that the first CPR walking off.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize until after the movie that what's his name? The one I look like with the Snapchat filter.
Adam
Driver?
Scott.
Levine. Adam Scott was supposed to be Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they threw that in your face so much though. They're like Parker, Bet Parker.
I'm like, that's a common enough name.
In Spider-Man.
It's just not a Spider-Man movie. I don't know. It didn't even like click. I was like, oh. I guess I'm an idiot, but I don't know. But so that means that at the end she knows that he's going to get murdered and
will do nothing to stop it.
And is kind of happy about it.
Yeah.
So this movie is sort of the gift that keeps on giving in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, so many. Like, what was with the spider people thing?
That was weird.
That's very strange.
Especially when she returns and they're just like, no, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We're just all dressed up nice.
We're just normal people now.
What are you talking about? Weird tree climbing in
Peru,
costumes.
right?
Yeah.
The whitest people in Peru.
Yep.
I love that MTV show. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was the beginning of the movie, right? The sequence of them like swooping in, and we're like, uh-oh. There was like the collective movie theater, like, uh-oh. Yeah. I enjoyed our theater, though.
So good.
It became... I've heard like other podcasts and their recountings where it's like, oh, the theater was pitched, it was so silent and everyone hated it. I was like, at least ours, everyone started actively shitting on the movie during it.
It felt like family.
Yeah, it felt like you were just having like a group watch and you could like, say whatever you wanted. So
never had that in a theater in my life where it's like someone's talking and you're not like, shut the fuck up. Yep. This was like, oh my God. This is so good. Keep talking, everyone.
Say it again.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was wild.
I was actively laughing out loud at how stupid things were the whole movie.
It was awesome. It made me feel like we were watching Venom again, except, I don't know, I think I like this even more than the first Venom movie. I feel like it was a lot funnier.
In terms of how bad it is that it's funny? Yeah.
It was
so
awesomely bad.
Her giving exposition to the cat, I can't not. It's so funny.
The cat doesn't even have names, Cat.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cat?
I know. It was so, like... Huh?
Is this a real line?
Just a couple of strays.
It was so...
She gives it milk, which
Oh
I know is the biggest no-no, but it just fits the vibe of the theme of like whoever wrote this movie doesn't understand anything unless they were like rewrote it to like no this. You have to make the CPR stupid, make the cat drink milk.
And that was another thing the theater said that while we're sitting there, I just heard right when that happened, you're not supposed to give cats milk.
Yeah. Rachel was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
She's like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
I know many of cat people that love giving cats milk.
And they love it.
Oh,
maybe it was like
the cats. No, it's
still bad.
It's like Skim Plus or like
Skim Plus.
Yeah,
it sounds like a subscription.
Yeah, it is.
Plus?
It's Skim Plus. It's got the extra nutrients in it and the extra creaminess, even though it's Skim. Not to be an advertisement for the milk company, but
Skim specifically.
Big Milk.
I thought the villain was ridiculous. It's like he starts out with maybe potential question mark, but then he just constantly gets pwned and just like
by cars.
Yeah,
yes,
by minivans, and no one ever looks for that cab. Like,
no.
She literally goes to another continent and comes back and drives the same stolen taxi.
But she changed the plate, didn't she?
That's all
I thought she took them off.
Yeah, she did.
Which is even worse. That's fantastic.
I love... Sorry, go.
I thought the other one was like the minivan, which was like, it drove off like the third floor of a building into him.
Yeah.
I don't even know how she did that.
That was something Matt slept during, and I went, she hit him with another car.
What were you going to say?
The bad guy, I love the line, they're going to take my spiders.
His whole motivation, I couldn't understand what was going on with that thing. So like he went to Peru because he knew about these spiders somehow, and then got the spider, got spider
Could have
powers.
gotten it with her. Could have gotten really, honestly, didn't have to kill anybody.
No, didn't have to kill anybody. Got spider powers, then goes, hey, I'm having this dream that these people are going to kill me, so let me go out of my way to make them my enemy and try to kill them.
He should have just paid them off.
He's not very smart.
No.
And see, that's the thing. They said it was like a curse that he was seeing the future, right? So you think that like the plot of the movie would be he's making that happen.
Yeah.
And when I was watching the movie, I'm like, how are we going to get there?
Right.
In this movie?
Yeah.
And then the movie said, no. That's not even the end point.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
He dies because of Pepsi.
Yeah. Which means the future can change, which means Madam Web knows the future can change, which means that she could have saved Uncle Ben.
No, that's what you would think. That's what you would think.
Right.
But her visions of the future were the same. Because when she died, she saw the Pepsi S, she saw the balloon popping from the birthday party, and she saw all the shit that happened to her. So does the future change or does it not fucking change?
But it does, because she's also seen herself die and all the girls die. Plenty of times.
Is that part of the future changing or is that just a fucking vision? Because when she was there, she saw the Pepsi S and all that other shit in her vision.
She can't change everything.
So
She can't see
very
everything.
confusing.
I know, her power is kind of
He dies, right? He dies differently.
Yeah, he dies
'Cause
differently.
He doesn't get like he doesn't die in that foursome with the Spider Girl.
yeah. But was he ever even seeing the future?
Maybe he was just he was just having spider nightmares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate those.
I am old and they killed me. I'm like,
Yeah. All right, live
He
your life,
wasn't even
bro.
that old.
yeah.
And true to his form, he like bangs a woman and kills her afterwards. Like he's
Yeah.
playing Grand Theft Auto Real Life Edition. And then he's got this other woman whose entire character is sits in chair and
Yeah.
looks at computer screen.
Yep.
And there's no resolution for her either.
No,
She's still there.
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
She's like, can I stop looking now?
That was crazy.
Boss, I really need some PTO. Boss?
Maybe a bathroom break.
What if she's the villain in the next movie?
You think there's going to be a next movie?
I pray to God there's an next movie.
I pray to God there's 5.
Because I would love to see what they do with a sequel.
Yeah.
They're gonna course correct if they do another one. They're gonna be like, we have to save Uncle Ben from being murdered.
That would be hilarious.
Whoa. Just completely ruined Spider-Man even more.
We are the OG universe.
Oh,
Ben
man.
Parker becomes Spider-Man.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Weird Adam Scott Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Feed me, Seymour. I love that.
I do like this universe that we're building. This sounds way more fun than Marvel right
We're
now.
spinning our web.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Even when he's talking to the computer girl, she's like, they're teenagers. He's like, yes, for now, they're teenagers. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's a normal human growth.
We would groom them for murder. I don't think that's okay, sir.
I've seen these girls in my dreams. Oh, they are teenagers.
They're all in leather and spandex.
They're not in my dreams. And where they're, choking me with web.
The old David Carradine method.
Anyway, so people didn't see him? I don't understand that point either. What was up with that?
Plenty of people did, though.
What do you mean? They got the shit knocked out of them by him.
Yeah, but remember when they were in the subway? They were
Yeah,
like...
that's when all the cops got the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah, but they were saying like they didn't see the guy, remember? Because they blamed her for
Yeah,
the
they
kidnapping?
blamed her for everything.
Well, that was dumb because them blaming her for kidnapping made no sense.
but that
And
girl
also the
was
whole
saying-
city was on it, too.
That girl was saying that they were being kidnapped briefly. And
One time to like a person way far away, and it wasn't even confirmed that they heard
the
it.
guy's back was to her.
The
wasn't
whole everything's based off that, though.
It was.
Yeah.
But maybe they had security camera footage, and then they saw Madam Web, and they were like,
was
"That
that
is
the spider
her."
guy?
No,
Yeah,
that's
you think
because
all
he
the
hides
cops
in
would be
the.
like, "Fuck, dude, fuck this spider guy's beating
Yeah.
the shit out of him."
Yeah.
But they're like, "No, the girl's kidnapping these stray girl."
Priorities, dude.
I thought it was they got knocked out before they had a chance to call it in, but did they have a chance? I don't even remember.
They probably did. It seemed like they had a good time while they were in
They were
the
just
air.
so like dumbfounded, or
Then at least when they wake up, they'd be like,
Yeah, exactly.
we got the fucking shit kicked out of us."
up.
Or they're
Maybe
they
they were all dead
death.
because it seemed like that guy was throwing them onto the train tracks.
Yes, and some of them are definitely dead. But
Yeah,
you
some
can't-
of them were dead. I don't know if all of them were dead.
I
though.
would say 99.9% of them are dead. That way, Madam Web would be the main person that they're going to go after.
So then it's not that she kidnapped. It should probably be she just murdered 10
bunch of cops,
officers in the subway.
But then there would be an investigation. They would see the footage, and they would see the spider guy.
And according to this, they'd see every piece of footage because everything in the city's monitored to the point where you could zoom in and be like, "That's the face. She's here."
Yep.
Except Uncle Ben's house. That's protected by
His ring camera.
yeah. He has encryption on his ring devices.
brought to you by Pepsi.
Yeah.
And Skip Plus.
Yeah. But see, that's how good this movie was.
I think it's a fun watch.
It doesn't matter if they do or don't make another right away because Craven is still going to come out, and this universe is still going.
That's true. We do get more.
Yeah.
One last meal.
I have to ask. I never saw Soar. I just New York accented that one. Morpheus.
I didn't see that one.
I kept falling asleep.
How
during
did this compare to that? Does this movie make that movie look better?
Madam Web is like freaking Clockwork Orange compared to, and like,
so that's the weird thing is that like Morbius was just like, okay, that was a movie, but this is like so bad that it's so good.
It's
that
fun.
Morbius is bad.
Morbius is boring from what I've stayed awake.
It is. It's bad. Except like Matt Smith dancing and doing all this weird shit.
I don't know. I don't think I got up to that.
Yeah.
So you think, like, instead of having Morbius have a re-release for Morbin time, they should have a Madam Web re-release and just say, like, hey, watch this crappy movie, everyone.
What was the meme that they were saying online? Because you even repeated it on the podcast.
I did.
Yeah, it was like some webbing up meme. It was like a quote that doesn't happen in the movie that everyone's saying online.
It's webbing time.
Yeah. Oh, is that it? Oh, yeah. I don't know, but it was so silly. I was like, oh my god, here we go.
Amazing.
If only that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually got into the suits.
Well, I was spitting this fact around everywhere, but apparently when the first trailer for Madam Web was released, Dakota Johnson immediately switched agents. She's like, nope. Fuck. Damn it. That's the movie I did. Fuck.
Did you see her SNL episode when she hosted?
No.
Oh, yeah. Like 3-4 weeks ago, probably. She did a really good job, actually. She was really funny on SNL, and I was like, I'm hyped for this Madam Web. She's half as good as she is as SNL host. And it was like her second time hosting. Did you see the Big Dumb Cups sketch with the Stanley Cups?
No.
My favorite part of it, I'll show you guys I'll send you guys the video later, but you know, like Papa Meat covered the Stanley Cups and all that on one of his videos too. Just like how, are you familiar with them? Like how they become really trendy for no reason, basically.
Yep.
She was like, they're even big enough to hold a whole bottle of Josh, which is like a brand of wine. And she's like, get in there, Josh. I was like, she should do comedy. She's good at comedy. So Madam Web was comedy.
Yeah, I thought like her awkward scenes were funny. Like at the baby shower where she was like just really like cringy awkward. I was like that's funny. I'd see more of that.
But most of the movie was that without trying to be that.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Why don't you go get some nuts like a squirrel, or go get some squirrels, whatever it was. It's so weird. It's like
that was awesome. They were being scouts in the woods.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 3 hours.
Yeah.
To read to this cat.
Don't dance on any diner tables or anything.
Even though we were just at my apartment, let's go to the woods so I could go back to my apartment
by myself.
I don't want stinky teenagers there.
I'd rather have this cat with indigestion.
Yeah. Named Cat.
Yeah.
I thought the part with the guy who was like paranoid he was on the wrong train was like like intended to be funny, and it was funny.
Yeah,
just mixed with the stuff that didn't intend to be. It's got so confused. I'm like, was that intentional? I think it was intentional. I can't tell anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like they realized how bad the script was during Punch Up, and they're just like, we just got to go with this. We're not rewriting this. I think that's what they did, is they're like, well, this could be another Morbius, or we could make it fun.
Yeah.
And they did. They made it fun.
I was getting a little dozy at one point.
Really?
But I didn't technically pass out. But I don't think the movie was boring. I do think it moved along. So, yeah. All right.
Matt says really, and he was out.
That's just because the alcohol was kicking in. Whoops.
Not Madam Web's fault. It's the alcohol's fault.
It was my bad.
Well, as a connoisseur, what would be your cocktail of choice to pair with Madam Web?
I don't know. I think I had a good amount of whiskey before. Yeah. I had a good amount of whiskey before the movie. And I was like, yes, this seems like a good choice.
Madam Whiskey.
And it was. I was cackling like a hyena. But then when the whiskey snooze starts kicking in, that's where it's like, now I missed all this goodness.
I did a lot of deep sighs at this movie, I was realizing.
Oh, man.
All right, so if that hasn't won you over to see Madam Web, nothing.
Yeah.
All right. In terms of like new releases, we've only seen 2 episodes of the fully dropped season, as far as I know. But is it called full name Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yep.
Yeah. It's out. We've seen 2 episodes, like I just said, and
It was okay.
we're not going to spoil it, or unless we should. But
I
2
think
episodes. Let's spoil the shit out of it.
yeah.
Okay, so
It's also just a Nickelodeon show, so
You could just watch the cartoon.
it's already.
it's got a huge fan base.
No,
People
you-
love this show.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good. Well, the original one was really good.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and people that like know the show will know the differences. Whereas like I watched it and I enjoyed the cartoon. I mean, and it was a few years. It was probably like 4 years ago now. So I was like, oh yeah, this is familiar. You know, I'm coming from that perspective. Yeah, but I think the acting leaves something to be desired,
Agreed.
with maybe one exception.
Oh my god, the Fire Nation people, their acting seemed really on point from what we saw.
Oh, wow.
I agree.
Except Team Avatar seemed kind of weak.
Like they were reading.
unfortunately. Yeah. I don't know if they had to like rush them or something or what the case was, but yeah, it was like, really?
Hi, my name is Aang. Was it like that?
Can you make it a little bit more like, hi, my name is Aang? Like make sure you like shrug your shoulders and like move your eyebrows.
And do
Dang.
weird inflections at weird points of a sentence.
It was quirky, yes.
And can I draw a big arrow on your forehead?
Sure.
Ooh.
Aang?
Can I tattoo inside of it?
Sure. Am I ready? Am I ready?
Oh yeah! Fucking print it, bro! Oh shit!
Like, I feel like Aang was very animated in the cartoon series.
He was animated?
Yeah, like, you
Everyone else
know,
is live action.
he was very fun. Like, he was bubbly. He had a lot of energy. Whereas this kid's like, meh. It feels like...
Ong.
I remember you mentioning that you thought that the acting in the M. Night Shyamalan movie was better.
Well, I was questioning. I was
You're
like,
like,
is
I
it?
think it was better.
I was like, is the acting in that better? And you're like, we gotta
Was it?
rewatch it
Yeah.
to tell because I don't know. I was like, this is like some scenes are really rough.
I remember
man.
the acting not being too bad in
That's
that
how I was like,
movie.
it wasn't.
I like that movie. It's bad, but I had a fun time with M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, it felt like it was also cut from the same cloth. I know the big thing is it was trying not to be, but it was like
I feel
all
like
the
it's
coloring and like
it's like Harry Potter, whimsical kind of, because they had Aang like whooshing around the whole Air Nation and
Yeah.
everything, and it's like,
doing black backflips during every fight. Whoa!
I mean, that's cool and all. He should be doing that, and
Yeah.
just like in the show. But it just seemed like Harry Potter.
Definitely do it in
effects.
slow motion though during every fight.
That's what. Yeah, that's the thing that I think that kind of I feel like takes from the magic of it is like the movements in the animated series are pretty snappy, whereas this one they're trying to be like, look at what we did, look at how he's floating away, but it's slow. I just got like deja vu for.
No. Jeez. How's like Zuko and stuff?
Cool.
Zuko's
cool.
cool.
Okay.
I think they're all going to age and become better actors over time. So I feel bad like criticizing. Like I'm not an actor. I can't do any
that's
better.
true.
First of all, but I feel like it's kind of like watching the first Harry Potter movie and being like, Leviosa, and then by the end they're almost real actors.
And plus, it's we only saw the first couple episodes, so they might have gotten better as the show went on. Yeah,
It's true.
Or the term learned helplessness. You've just learned to accept it. And
Maybe.
I mean, we've heard from people that they really, really liked it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That might be the direction.
How closely does it follow the show versus like doing its own thing?
It seems like Campbell's soup. It's condensed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was a little confused too. I was like, where are you going with that?
Holding for soup.
that was good though.
Yeah.
Like an answer that was also a punchline. But yeah, I don't know. It's some things are different, right? We were like, I don't remember. Maybe we just remember it wrong, but
Like, I feel like I don't remember the show starting up with the whole Air Nation and everything. Like, I remember a lot of I
Getting,
feel
like,
like they got
murdered.
that later on. I feel like that was like in the middle of the series, and then being like, this is what happened, and this is how it was like.
Flashback on it.
But this
Yeah.
time they're like, this is everything that happened.
That's how you meet Aang. Is just yeah.
I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've
that's
seen
what-
the
yeah,
animated
I don't
series.
remember.
I thought they just kind of like found
Yeah.
him like hanging around his area by himself. That's why I thought the show began.
In
Yeah,
that
I
big old
remember-
ice ball.
Yeah, I remember it being where they're in the Southern Water Nation, and then they find him in the iceberg, and that's the start of everything.
And they
I
go,
don't know.
oh my god, it's Ong.
Yeah.
Yeah. They chisel him out with an ice pick.
Yeah. And then he gets out and he goes, I'm Ong.
My name Ong?
And then that's when he gets Captain America's shield, right?
Yeah, they give him the
Yeah,
shield and then he fights Peggy Carter
Yep, that's right.
to death.
There's like a sex fight between what's the name of the male water? No, he's not a waterbender, but he's the
Sasuke?
Sokka? Sokka?
Sake?
Sokka?
Yeah, yeah, Sokka.
Sokka?
Yeah.
Sokka.
Sokka.
Yeah.
I had to remember which one was the correct one.
And the woman of the warrior tribe, she's like teaching them moves, and they're like flipping on each other. I'm like, he's penetrating, and he wants to, and so I guess that's just they just kind of like, let's get to the point, chop chop. They kiss real quick, and they're just like already like basically an item by the time episode 2 is over.
And then
Oh.
episode 3 starts and she's pregnant, right?
The baby's out. Kindergarten.
Everybody's aged up in this series.
They wanted to say House of the Dragon, hold my beer.
They certainly did.
Wow. That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right, so more to come on Avatar.
Oh,
I'm
real
sure.
quick, did you guys hear about the new Avatar series, like the cartoon continuation? It's going to be cyberpunk.
What?
The fuck?
Wasn't that just The Legend of Korra?
That was more like steampunk.
Steampunk.
no?
That was
Yeah.
steampunk. It's going to be
Dang,
cyberpunk.
now the cyberpunk.
And it's going to be an earthbender as the
Whoa.
main avatar.
Oh, a whole
That's
new
pretty
batch of
sick.
characters.
Yeah.
Voiced by Rocky. Sylvester Stallone.
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
You see that he's on TikTok now?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Sweet.
This
is happening.
It popped in my feed, and he was like, "Hey, it's Sly." Like, of course I had to join TikTok, and he's like, and
With
then,
his
and then, like
daughters?
showed him. It's like, or he's at home. He's like, "Of course I've got a statue of myself. I got to keep up with Arnold or whatever." And then he's like walking on the beach, like, "Yeah, of course I am here. I'm walking on the beach. Maybe I'll find a clam."
And swipe up. Yeah, of course I could.
At that point, I was like, "Subscribe." Maybe I'll find a clam.
Wow. Yeah, I'd suck anything off.
You go to his profile, it's like all OnlyFans links.
Oh my god. I'd love that if he gets back into porn.
That'd be so good.
77 years old. Or
We'd be in the best reality. And then you
The
throw him in
Italian
Madam Web
Stallion's
2.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You gotta stop Spider-Man, Madam Web.
Spider, who's now Ben Parker.
Yeah. You gotta stop Adam Scott.
Go get some squirrel.
Yeah. Come on, is that not the best movie ever? Fuck.
I want to buy it when it comes out. I
Yeah.
think it's a fun watch.
Fuck.
It might even be out.
It might be out. You might be right.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So is that Avatar show supposed to come out soon? The cartoon?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I just know they were talking about it. That's
Wow.
what it's going to be. When it comes out,
You're not gonna watch it.
When's it come out? I just made it up.
Oh my god.
you tell me I got to make it now?
Sorry.
Oh man.
All right, so I think we talked about the 2 of the most recent releases. Now we could go on to like stuff that it would. Sky's the limit. We still have a pretty big backlog. There's like, how about this? How about Echo? Has anyone else seen Echo?
I watched parts of Echo, yeah.
parts of it.
Yep. Then I was like, And then me and John are like, what should we watch? I'm like, I don't remember. And we never watched the rest of it.
Ah, okay.
So not Echo.
Well, I watched, I think, several episodes.
How many episodes are there? Like 6?
6.
I probably watched
5 or
like
6. Yeah.
4.
You watch almost all of it then.
I think so.
It's just like, that's what else is on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. It starts with like the first episode where it's like New York City and Daredevil and the Kingpin, and then Hawkeye show happened. Let's put her in Bumblefuck, and then let her do her thing out there. And it's
Not really what I expected it to be, just from that. Yeah.
yeah. I still liked it though. I still think it was cool. I don't know.
Are enough people watching it? Like, do we know like the stats on it? Like,
I don't think so. I feel like the only stat I hear is like lower and lower ratings. Well, I presume no.
I thought I heard people were not crazy about it.
Oh, really? I was hearing that people were liking it,
Wow.
but also I think it's just from the stuff that they were like Daredevil in New York City and the Kingpin.
I mean, minor spoilers or spoiler warning, I guess, for Echo. Daredevil's only in the first episode in like a very quick sequence.
Yep.
oh wow.
And like I guess it's better to have that than none. And Kingpin is sprinkled throughout the show. He's a little bit more prominent and always elevates it.
Which version of Daredevil do we get? She-Hulk wacky Daredevil or
No,
like
it's just-
grounded
it's like
Daredevil?
the regular
Netflix.
Daredevil. Yeah, it's not like the
Back in the
wacky
red,
one.
yeah, red suit.
Yeah.
And he like they're like, I guess it was at the point of the show where Echo, her character was kind of like on, like assisting Kingpin and stuff like that. She's kind of like his the top henchman. Did you watch the Hawkeye show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's like that's kind of how they introduced her, I guess. And then so like without really knowing who Daredevil was, they have to kind of pit off against each other. And she has some good moves against him, but she's like no match for Daredevil basically. So they make Daredevil look pretty cool in that brief sequence, in my opinion. Okay. And then they go there story wise. She gets away from him.
But it was really weird. He rips a giant bong and blows the smoke in her face.
But yeah, like the Netflix Daredevil.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then he goes to both sides of her ears and he goes, echo, 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 echo.
Can't find me. Echo, echo, echo.
That's pretty crazy.
And that's how she gets her name.
wow.
That's how she lost her vision.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the actress was the amputee, not the character.
Whoa.
I kept thinking, like, is this a special effect that they rarely show because it costs too much money? I'm like, no. They should be showing that shit all the time. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
With her, like, bionic foot, like, lower half of her leg.
And then they get like they jam it up. They have to give her the new one. They're like, hey, this one's straight from the shop.
Yeah, this one shoots lasers.
Yeah, so-
if only.
Is it like the lady from Kingsman with like the blade legs?
yeah.
Whoa.
By
sick.
blade, it can walk.
Oh.
And by leg, she uses it.
Oh, no. Because the lady in the first Kingsman, she had like katanas for legs.
Yeah, the little knife legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got those?
No.
Damn it.
But she can walk with it.
Yeah. Got a little spring in it.
She was able to walk. It got messed up. It got fixed.
Yeah.
You watched the whole show.
All right, I guess I don't have to watch this show.
Here's your leg back.
I guess I just finished. I was like, hey, where's the rest?
It does seem like they slapped a TVMA rating on it for no reason.
Uh-oh.
Really?
I think that was just like a desperate attempt to like get a few more people to watch it if they're like Marvel's gritty again or like MCU's getting gritty. Because there was nothing gritty about it.
What about S-bombs?
Slut?
Shit?
Slutty shit?
Yeah.
No. There was
C-bombs?
I don't think there was any bad language in it.
What?
This show also for like the not being being the grounded show that's supposed to be like the street level stuff, it is also like, and maybe this weird sci-fi crazy element.
Oh yeah, and that of course, as per every Disney Plus show, takes off in the finale.
Beam in the sky.
No,
Leg in the sky.
Fart cloud?
she's got visions of her ancestors who kind of seem kind of like aliens, who can all what were they able to do? I feel like all-purpose ability. I'm just gonna say all-purpose ability.
So they're just like Swiss Army people?
Yeah, sure.
That's
I'm trying
pretty
to
cool.
honestly remember what the ability was. It's they call her Echo. Was it something to do with echoing? I think it's just the echoes of your ancestors. I feel like
They've got the echoer, the yodeler.
Yeah.
it was really important to the plot.
Was it?
Huh.
Every time it happened, I was like, "Why is this here?"
Oh my
So
god.
maybe I don't know.
Do we know if that's comic accurate at all?
Must be, or else they wouldn't have done it. I don't think. Be weird if they added that.
I don't know. Like the way they did Shang-Chi with the ring stuff.
That's like giving Hawkeye a space dick. It's just like, yeah,
I wouldn't
no.
put it past them.
I mean,
Wouldn't put
that
it past
sounds
Marvel to
pretty
give
cool.
Hawkeye a space dick?
No, I wouldn't. Not
I'd watch
recently.
I don't know.
There's an episode where they do go into fall into like a portal. I feel like I'm confusing it with Monarch now, but
Rick and Morty.
Like Godzilla.
they go to the land of the monsters. No, she goes back to like I'm gonna say the wrong term, like not the prehistoric times, the pre-colonial time, like colonial era.
Whoa.
Where Native Americans are kind of like pit off against the colonial, a-holes, and of course they're trying to like fend them off and stuff like that. And that's when she kind of like meets some of the ancestors and stuff like that, and gets somewhere with her abilities that I remember really well.
Dang. So she goes to the limit of the
I think
ancestors?
I think it's like nondescript beam. I've upgraded to nondescript beam. I'm gonna have to look up what her ability was. Ability in the show Echo. She possesses a new ability known as ancestral evocation.
Whoa.
Oh.
So just evoke the
Nightwolf.
ancestors.
Yeah, so she's at Aang.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
I say Nightwolf.
If you call in the skills of your maternal
Nightwolf.
ancestors, like what did they do? They like
To talk to you.
Yeah, they whisper.
I farted.
Fuck.
Did fart back then.
So many questions answered.
Fuck your grandpa. Lots of other people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't like this ability.
I'm not sure who your real grandfather is.
Well, he's in this ancestor portal, so stop it.
Don't bring him here.
I don't know who your real grandma is.
Hey, it's me, Doug.
Oh, no, he's here.
I'm your uncle from Thanksgiving.
The first one.
Yeah,
The very, very first one. I brought cranberry pie.
they passed too much salt. My heart gave out.
I'm not eating the turkey. It was crazy.
It couldn't have been colonial era, I'm realizing, because it was Oklahoma. They didn't go out there back then. It must have been a little later on. It must have been like closer to like Civil War times.
Wow.
But yeah. That.
Sorry, I died.
Who is he? I don't even know.
He just tells me to watch my sodium. He doesn't really do it. Shouldn't eat that.
Yeah.
I'll be careful eating that.
Can't even enjoy my food.
Your family history is of heart conditions. I would know.
It's very informed.
Oh my god.
In summary, I would say the show is enjoyable, worth watching. I don't think it's going to be anyone's favorite MCU anything. As I guess is with the current criticisms of the times of them.
Right.
But they're doing Daredevil, and they're bringing everyone back.
Yeah.
I also heard rumors about what happens with him though.
Uh-oh.
They just get kerploded.
So apparently there's two rumors going simultaneously right now.
If you don't want to hear rumors.
If you don't want to hear
skip ahead.
rumors, run away. Okay, so basically they said they said that they only like shoehorn them in like the like 1 or 2 episodes just to say that they're there, but Bullseye kills them is one of the rumors, because Bullseye is going to be like a major character. He's going to have a suit and everything in this now. So they said it's either that or the thing they're saying is that they like bookend the show of just like they're in the first episode and they're in the last episode, just to say that they're there because they filmed this whole stuff already, and they're like, oh, now how are we going to shoehorn them in because people want them back. So then that's what they're going to do. So either way, people are saying like people are going to be disappointed with Daredevil.
Oh.
I'm surprised because from my understanding, they had a showrunner and they were like, we can't release this. This was bad. Let's redo it. And now, like, some guy who stepped in who actually cares about the property is like, okay, let's do this right and fix it. So I'd be surprised if they put him in and just kill him.
Whoa.
That would be a surprise to me.
I agree. I have different like thought processes. I mean, from like an outsider perspective, I don't know how long it takes to write a TV show, especially if they say it's a gut job. Like like we filmed half or whatever. We filmed, I don't know if it was like 25% of a season, and then the strikes happened. They reviewed the footage, and Kevin Feige said start over. But they couldn't have possibly been writing during the strike, right?
Right.
And they got back to work really quickly after the strike ended, which is like you wrote. I don't know if they were still saying it's going to be a 16 episode season or not. Whoa. But like you wrote a whole season in that amount of time, and you're already back to like you got everything you need to like film the show again. So I do think there's a possibility that it is sort of like they are just. It's kind of like going back for reshoots, and they're gonna splice it together with other stuff. But the optimist in me wants to think that like they did better. Did you hear John Bernthal? You know, you said like they kept approaching him in the past to reprise his character, and he kept saying, "No, this sucks. This sucks." Whoa. And at least got to a point where he was like, "All right, I'll do it." So I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe his part will be cool.
Maybe they pitched him an episode called Truth or Daredevil.
Yeah, he was like, I gotta appreciate
a different
that.
show.
Yeah. He's like, I love those names.
I love the play on words. I'm in. Fuck, you got me.
Oh man, but yeah, so we'll see. Like, I don't know. I'm very worried about it, especially now that you said like the TVMA thing for Echo was like basically there just to get people to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things. It's like, you know, Kingpin kind of like beats a guy, you know, like brutally. Some people that get shot or like I forget killed, they like do it in like a randomly graphic way. It was just like I feel like they're like that's to earn the TVMA thing, and it's sort of like
let's just move on.
There might be like 3 of those in the whole season. Yeah, I don't think they're that. It's more violent in comparison, but like it doesn't feel like holy shit.
What was the craziest thing about Daredevil that was like, besides like the Punisher thing?
Well, the
constant sex.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Just,
well, this
it really gets around.
No, there's a lot of stuff like Kingpin too, where, like how he killed his dad with a hammer, and like how he killed the other guy with the door. Remember when he killed him with a door? Like there's a lot of different stuff like that.
They talk about that.
They do?
Oh yeah, they talk about that wall that he loves to stare at, and his dad.
They call him Doorman.
Yeah, remember the Doorman? I see him every time I look in the mirror. Then they tease what's coming next for Kingpin at the end.
Probably like a mayor thing.
What?
Whoa.
Just
He's going to get into Mayo?
The Mayo?
Mm-hmm. He's going to start in a Mayo factory?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The Mayo fat.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So, yep. Well, you guys take a turn. What do you want to talk about?
What else is there on the list?
Tony, why don't you take a turn? You've been listening.
Okay, I'll talk about migration. I'll talk about migration. I'll start with that one.
It's the Goose movie.
Ducks.
Oh, that looked fun.
It was fun. It was actually fun. Yeah,
surprised.
Yeah, we watched it before -1, so it was like a double feature day.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You watched it after.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it was like a fun movie. It was basically like this: the dad is like very like stay at home, like we shouldn't migrate, like let's just hang out here, like it's too dangerous out there and all that kind of stuff. And then basically this other flock comes in, and his son really likes the girl from this other flock. And then the other flock's like, oh, you're going to come with us? We're going to go migrate. and the dad's like, no, we're not migrating, and it like it basically tells them off. And so they leave, and then the wife's like, well, that was really rude. Like, I want to be able to have adventure and stuff like that. And so it's like a whole plot of the dad learning to like be okay with like going out to the unknown and adventure and things like that. And their first step into the unknown is like, it goes very wrong, but as they go from there, then it gets better. But yeah, it was like a fun movie. It's like a fun it's like a kid's movie, right? Yeah, it's a family movie.
Family adventure.
Yeah, it was good. But
What was the funniest scene?
I'm not familiar with this at all. Is this live action?
Oh no, it's animated.
yeah.
It's a duck family.
Yeah.
Quack, quack.
Okay,
They can't echo in a cave.
I'm out then.
They can't.
No, a duck's quack doesn't echo in a cave. Supposedly. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Very strange. I'm
science.
like really intrigued.
Why is that science?
It's science. Yeah. I don't know. Look it up. That's why I remember hearing. It could be fake. I don't know.
45 ducks in 45 caves.
Just like the other facts I spit out earlier in
Yeah.
the weekend, they've turned out to surprisingly be correct.
Yeah.
Oh well.
well, you found it fascinating, so you stored it in some recess of your brain to.
Yeah.
It's like, aha, an opportunity.
I put it in my remembered 20 years later part of my brain and then spit it out.
It kicked out precious,
Yeah.
other precious memories in its place.
You better believe it. Then I'll remember everything else 20 years later.
Okay, so it's a CGI duck movie and duck
Yeah.
family, and they're migrating. And
Ducks do echo.
They lied to me. I think that was a Snapple fact. So Snapple
Not all
lied to
Snapple
me.
facts are true. Remember.
Those sons of bitches.
Is that even true?
Oh. Wait. So then, if they say that not all Snapple facts are true and they're lying,
Do they say that though, or is that just something that you've heard in down the grapevine?
oh, now I'm not sure.
Then Snapple should be sued. I'll see you in court, Snapple.
How many years after the Snapple facts?
Well, 20. That was one of like my prime Snapple drinking time.
Yep. All the emotional damage it gave you, right?
Yeah, now
This is iPhone 2.
now that I'm
Snapple.
learning that quacks do echo.
Yeah, and apparently the sound produced is rather sinister from the echo. So apparently it's not only echoing, it's evil.
Wow, that's pretty
Interesting.
sick.
Interesting.
Those are the real facts, Snapple.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the movie, the Danny DeVito plays like the uncle, so he's like the Uncle Duck, and then he's like in the beginning, he's like, oh, you should stay here like me, like. I don't go out. I don't do anything, but I'm also, super lonely, but that's okay. Like, whatever. So that's one of the reasons why it propels him to do it. And, so the main duck is like, all right, yeah, so finally we'll go on this adventure. And then, the kids are like, oh, can we bring the uncle? And he's like, no, I don't think he wants to go. Like, no, just leave him alone. No. And they're like, please, uncle. He's like, all right. And he's like, after all that thing saying, like, to not go on the flock. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It's definitely like a good, fun watch for sure.
I didn't know Danny DeVito was in that
Neither
movie.
did I.
Danny
Yeah.
DeVito's
Should
fun.
put him in the trailer.
Was he not in the trailer?
I don't know.
I only saw like 2
I
trailers.
just remember Aquafina in the trailer.
Yeah.
She's in everything.
She's voicing a bird again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought she'd
The
be
scuttlebutt.
the first time I heard her voice. I
still
thought she'd
haven't
be a
seen
great
that movie.
cartoon bird, and then she went on to voice at least 2 now, right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. No, I had no clue this movie existed. Now I'm looking at what the artwork looks like. All right. Does it set up a cinematic universe?
Is it what?
Does it set up a cinematic universe?
Oh yeah, the Quackverse.
The Quackiverse?
Yeah, the Quackverse.
Howard the Duck comes into the next movie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's Illumination. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
It's Illumination.
Yeah. They have like a short in front of the movies with like minions. The
The Twinkies?
Yeah.
those little Twinkie guys.
Twinkie fuckers.
And then that Despicable Me guy eats them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it
I
continues
am
from one of the
going to
Despicable
eat you.
movies because it's like a villain from one of them, but I didn't
Whoa.
watch them, so I have no.
So there is a universe.
Yeah, the Quackerverse.
Oh,
They
sorry.
should rename that shit.
I think I have those on my Voodoo.
Despicable Me?
Yeah.
I'll watch them.
I haven't
I like
seen
them.
any of them.
I like the Despicable Me's.
I don't know if did I watch any of them? I don't
Yep.
even know. Which one?
Theater. First one.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't remember much of it.
That's okay.
Fun.
I see Despicable Me every time I look in a mirror.
Oh, that's what I see.
How many stars do you give it though?
12.
Yeah,
Put stars in your mirror.
like ninja stars.
Tony
Whoa.
Lee's 10 stars again.
You're just
yeah.
Despicable. You're like Daffy Duck.
Oh my god.
All right, I want to hear you guys talk about more than anything in the whole wide world. Project Fear.
Oh, that's right. Cody and Satori.
Yes.
Okay. I love
Okay,
it.
I don't want to talk about you do it.
Alex was the one that informed me about these
Yeah.
people. I had no knowledge of these people, so everything I learned was from Alex. So I feel it's appropriate.
So they go to the Conjuring house, and this time they have Cody and Satori there. And Cody and Satori are infamously known for being part of like the Sam and Colby haunting videos, where they like go to the house for X amount of days or do X amount of videos. And they are known for being like extremely fake with what they're doing. So their method, which Project Fear names the CAS method, the Cody and Satori method, is basically they hold hands and they go through the alphabet, and there's a knocking sound heard when they reach the letter.
They're the human Ouija boards.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. So we watched like a video where the guy basically goes through the whole video and it's
Debunks
like,
it.
yeah, he's like, this is fake. This is why it's fake.
Yeah.
And also they bring him to like a dance studio and they're like, oh, okay, so take off your shoes and let's do this. So let's see if the knocking's coming from your feet. And they're like, no.
Yeah, they were really like hesitant about doing that at all.
Yeah, they're like, the spirits say no. They don't want you to look at our feet.
Yeah, and then like
Oh my
during
God.
that interview, because they had the 2 episodes with Project Fear, which even when they started up the episode, they're like, listen, we realize that there's like a whole bunch of stuff going on with them right now. We're still going to release the videos, and we got a 3rd video where it's going to be us interviewing them and digging a little bit deeper about this. So please enjoy these videos and, stay tuned for the interview. And yeah, when they were doing the interview, they're like, well, would you be open to like doing an episode with like no shoes or socks on or anything? And Satori's like, nah, I want to end up on the internet.
With my feet?
Yeah, the wiki feet. I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want my feet online.
Yeah, but then they were like, but what if we don't like film it or anything or like do anything? Like, what if we just, we go in a room, we see it, we see your method and everything. That way, at least we could verify with people and confirm that this is an actual real thing. And they're like,
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like, we shouldn't
Maybe.
have to debunk, because if we debunk, then people are going to ask us to do so much
people's
more.
brains will explode.
Yeah.
That was pretty much their response.
And also in the dance studio, when they have the ghost that's not knocking or whatever, they're like, yeah, it's because he's floating right now. So his feet are not reaching the floor, so you don't hear the steps of this ghost.
Yeah, so not only are they able to do the Ouija board thing, but sometimes they're able to see the spirits when they interlock their arms and hands and everything, so...
And what they do with this power is...
not for money.
No. But they also tell you all about your dead relatives.
Yep. Because when they're at a site, your relatives follow you around wherever you go, and they're able to communicate too, so they could channel in your dead relatives as well.
They have Echo's powers.
Yeah. So definitely really not exploitative.
Exploitative at all. Yeah, totally.
Where they're saying...
That's crazy.
Spelling out your grandpa's name or relative's name and being like, he says he misses your family.
And everybody in the afterlife is okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's okay.
Yeah, that's... They always spell, we are okay.
That is like their go-to. It's pretty awesome.
Not a lot of personal messages.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
We're okay.
No like nicknames or anything that.
Well,
What about the cigar?
yeah. And Libby, which
Yeah.
was the nickname.
Mm-hmm.
They did get a nickname, but when you Google it, it's on the obituary.
Yep. That makes sense. That checks out.
And also, they went to this park where they spelt the name of the
Person's name wrong.
wrong. And then if you find the actual obituary, it's spelt the right way. And a lot of the websites get the spelling wrong. So if you were to Google it, you would perhaps get the wrong spelling. And then if you were to recite it, perhaps spell it wrong when you're talking to the ghost. Because the ghost would not... The ghost spells its name wrong, I think. That's...
I don't know. Maybe if you're dead for a while, you forget how to spell your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's bad.
God. No, yeah, I logged off of them when they did the other one with, well, the two things really knocked me off of the Project Fear. Project Fear,
Yeah.
right? One was that whole episode wasted chasing a bum.
Yeah.
And then the next one was when they started doing the guests, and they had those guests where the guy was just eating Doritos.
Yeah,
on the
those
floor.
ones weren't the strongest ones.
No. And
Definitely, they did have the most recent episode, and that one was good.
Yeah, and I think the homeless guy too. I was okay with it because they weren't like he's a ghost, which I think like Zach
Yeah.
Bagans and a lot of other ghost shows would be like, this is a fucking ghost,
Yeah,
and
that's
he
true,
drinks soda.
Yeah. I can feel the energy of the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they were like, we're in a house and there's maybe a guy here, and that's scary. I was like, okay, I was okay with that.
Yeah, but they like overblew
But the
it.
Dorito guy and the guy who just fell asleep on the floor,
Yeah, that was
like,
wild.
but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, yeah. So when Rachel's cousins are over, they were watching some of Ghost Adventure stuff, and Rachel's like, "Oh, like don't watch this with Tony," and they're like, "What do you mean?" So I was working on my laptop and sitting there with them, and then. There's the way they throw out assumptions like it's nobody's business is like so irritating. I'm like, oh yeah, that's an assumption. Oh yeah, totally. That's how that works. And like, and so they're like, oh, I see what you mean, Rachel. But Rachel gets fed up with it too now because now she sees like she saw us do a real one, right, and sees like what really goes into it, and then she's like, yeah, this is all like BS. Like it's so stupid. But yeah.
Ghost Adventures 100%.
Yeah,
Of all
oh,
the
yeah.
shows, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ghost Adventures is the worst one.
It's the worst one,
Like,
yeah.
really bad.
And Zach Bagans has the monopoly on everything haunted, it seems like.
He's fucking...
He's
Iron
like the
Fist.
puppet master. He's
He
like
really is.
crazy hands, both of them.
He says what goes in the ghost hunting world right now.
Yeah, I still can't believe, and I always bring it up, like the stupid thing of like, this is how I got my glasses, and it was because
The
of
origin story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the origin story of his glasses
Demon
had to be a whole
House.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
He needs to make one of why he let himself go. With the buffness, too.
Yeah.
And this is why I stopped taking steroids.
Maybe it was from Cody and Satori. Maybe he had to run it with them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the ghost... So, Satori, we forgot to mention, is the Ghost Hunters, the bald guy,
Yeah.
his daughter.
Really? Wow. Oh.
So, now...
And then he had the reaction video that you showed me. That was amazing.
Well, we found it, because I didn't know it existed. But he had to make, like, a... Stop talking about my daughter video.
Oh wow.
It was so fucking juicy. It was so good. Yeah, it was so funny because he's like, sure, what they're doing might be bullshit.
Oh, he was like, I've seen it. I've seen them at work. I don't know how it works, but it's real. So can everybody stop producing hate on the internet and being assholes?
Yeah.
And he says ass.
He's like, you can be a skeptic.
Yeah.
But don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's like, Daddy, please.
And in that video, I like when you pointed out that it looks like it's her sitting in the corner and being like, more of that. Yeah.
How many knocks for keep it up, Daddy?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Stupid. Oh, stupid.
It's fun. We have fun with it.
You can watch some stuff just because it's fun and it just makes you it just exercises a different not exercises, it just entertains a different part of your brain.
Yeah.
I like other things so much. That's why I like the dating shows and stuff like that. I mean, we could talk about dating shows anytime. Basically, that Love Is Blind season isn't done yet. They're gonna drop a few more episodes at the time of the recording.
28th. New episodes on the 28th.
Oh my God, that's like Wednesday.
I can't wait.
There's a movie that we saw that we haven't talked about yet called Self-Reliance. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
Oh, what is that?
It was advertised to me on a podcast, and I was just like, "Oh, crud! It actually sounds kind of interesting." And it was like out on Hulu, so it's like I don't even have to pay any more money to watch it. So, it's got what's his name, Jake Johnson from New Girl.
Oh,
He like wrote and directed this movie, and the premise sounded kind of Squid Games-esque, but the movie is different. It's basically like, what if a guy that was kind of like down on his luck, doesn't have a whole lot going for him, is approached by like a, what do they call it, dark web like organization.
game show host.
Yeah.
And the person that grabbed him was Adam
Scott?
No, sorry, what's his name? Dang it. From Andy Samberg.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
And it's like basically
Andy Samberg?
you need to survive a month, right? 30 days. It's like just like living your life out in the normal world. But anyone, we have our hunters, and they basically hunt people for game, for sport. And the only rule is you have to be like in the like direct vicinity, like probably just about as close as we are right now, to another human being. Otherwise, if you're in the open, you could be killed by them. And he's got to survive a whole month like that. And I thought the movie was really entertaining, actually.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I didn't really expect much going into it, because I was just like, it's free, it's for me, even though I pay for Hulu, but I was paying for it anyway. But yeah, I thought the movie was a good time. There's a couple sequences in the movie where like he's like skeptical that like anything's happening at all, and then he's like going to bed at night, and like and from like, it might as well be like from like, I don't know, not even like behind the curtain, but like from behind like the pole right there, like someone like cartwheels out, and they're like, we're the stage producers, or whatever.
Oh yeah, the kid from Stranger Thing, the one that's like the Native American one that pretends to be like the high guy that runs that pizza place.
Yeah, he was in it.
He was funny.
Yeah, he kind of led the crew. He's like, just wanted to let you know you're our favorite character, and like they try and give him some tips to survive longer and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Who played his dad? Oh, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yep.
At one point.
Oh yeah.
It was just a moment. Yeah, so like some random fun people pop up. There was someone from I Think You Should Leave in it. That was pretty. It was like basically.
Oh yeah, Detective Crashmore. He played the homeless guy
Santa
in the
Claus.
movie. It was awesome. Yeah.
and he was throughout the entire movie. Oh my god, I'm like forgetting everyone's names. Pitch Perfect. Anna Kendrick. What was it?
Oh wow.
And she was good too. I'd suggest watching that movie if you want like a really easygoing, but like I think entertaining. I'm not gonna talk up too much. It's not like they're like rewriting the book about anything, but like
Right.
I found it to be a simple, entertaining movie.
Gotcha.
And we also watched a movie where a person can't walk across a beam.
Yeah, we did. What's that movie called? Meet Me Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
With that song.
It's on Vudu.
Mm-hmm.
With that song?
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
song.
Had that good song.
Summer,
Summer
love.
I thought you meant Blackbird by the Beatles.
Oh,
It's that Sunday
Love.
Summer Love, something like
or
that.
something.
Yeah, it was good. I saved
You
it.
found the song. That was
I saved
impressive.
it because I liked it. I was like, Sunday Summer Love. I was like,
Wow.
ooh. It's a bop.
Yeah, the song is a bop. To explain this movie to Tony,
A man is dying of cancer.
True.
His
Ding, ding.
daughters wants him to live of the cancer.
Not true. No,
live
I'm
of
kidding.
the
She wants him not to die from the cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she has to cross a beam in a park in one go in order to get a wish for her father to live.
Technically,
What? They just can't do chemo?
They try it, it's not working.
yeah, no, not panning out.
And I need to talk to your
I need to
parents.
talk to your parents.
I think everyone's having like collective strokes around you right now.
Need to talk to your parents. Taxes go up, rent goes up.
Yeah.
Need to talk to your parents.
Yeah, there's a gentleman that's the landlord of the house that seems like he's not too cool with the girl, but then they have a chummy moment on the stoop because initially their first interaction is he needs to talk to her parents about them being late on the rent.
Huh.
I actually liked the movie.
It was.
I'm not even gonna lie. I actually really did like it.
It was
I
way
thought
better than the
It
Daughter's
was
Plan to
sentimental.
Kill.
It was like artsy, like indie kind of film. It was cool. And the guy who made the movie did make that same song.
Yep.
So.
Why does she have to walk the beam?
For her father
the
to live?
wish.
How did that become a rule?
Probably from the parents.
I think you know the actual answer to this, right? You're the one who kind of explained it to us.
Yeah, I think it's what the father told the daughter. I think it's like a tale of the street or whatever.
They show these like flashbacks of like kids crossing the beam.
Yeah, the beam
at
themselves
park.
as little kids.
And there's some sort of like utterance of like, if we make it to the end, you make a wish. So she's like, if I can make it to the end, I could make a wish to save my dad's life.
She couldn't just pay a kid to do it for her?
I guess not.
No,
That's
because
your
then that
answer?
kid.
Yeah.
She gets.
I can't do it. I'll just pay someone else
She
to do it
gets
for
the
me.
entire block on her
Fred
side.
Flintstone bullshit.
But you don't understand.
Hey kid, my dad's
but that-
dying. Can you just walk this beam for me?
The length of the beam is probably like the distance between me and you right now.
Yeah.
She couldn't do that?
Actually, no, she couldn't.
And she tried a lot.
For several days.
Yeah, she tried, and she got the whole street on her side to watch her cross this beam.
was also-
and she's like, and she'd fall on the ground, and then she'd be like, and the people would be
Seizures
like,
on the ground?
pretty much, but
was-
controlled seizures.
The whole town did like watch, and they're like, "She gonna cross this beam?"
Nobody helped her either.
No,
No, you can't help her.
Oh, you can't
Yeah.
help her.
She gotta
no
cross the
help.
beam so she can make her wish.
We don't know the rules.
Again, just have someone else run over the stupid beam. Your dad's dying. You gonna go focus
was a
all your
good
attention doing
movie.
that?
but then you don't know what the other person's going to wish for. They may order. They might want just like a slice of pizza or whatever.
That's
You
right.
get
But
it.
you'll be able to tell your dad's still dying.
Exactly, and then you
true.
spent money on this guy, and he has
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just gonna hire anybody off the street? Like,
That's what you said.
well, I would hire somebody, yes. But
Yeah, so how are you going to validate that they're going to give you your wish? If you tell this person you get one wish to cross this beam, and you give
wait,
me 15, 20...
first of all, they only get one wish.
How
for
many
one-
wishes you want? You're crossing a beam.
How many times you cross the beam?
What do you want, one for every time you cross?
Yes.
That does seem like it would be the better deal.
But that's not how it works. What genie's like, yeah, well, every time you rub the lamp, I come out and you get 3 more wishes. Bro. You cross once, you get a wish.
It still could have been worked out.
difficult.
What,
Yeah.
the beam walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because technically she becomes an adult and a ballerina at the end of the movie. Technically, she still doesn't cross the beam.
She flies across the beam, which I guess should possibly count.
And then she may or may not just dance at the park.
Yeah, no, I think she steps up at the very end of the beam. Like, if I had to walk from me to you, she starts where you are. She steps, like, backwards onto the beam and does, like, a fancy ballet pirouette or whatever
Yeah.
off the beam.
So she could have walked
So
the
she
beam?
still didn't do it, technically.
Yeah, well, her dad's
We don't
dead at this
know.
point, so you
Yeah.
don't need that
Or
wish.
she did, and her wish wasn't to save her dad, but to become a ballerina.
Whoa. You're blowing my brain right now. That does sound a lot
Think of
more
all
accurate.
the precious memories you just knocked out of his brain by saying that. To him.
That's true. 20 years from now, we're going to hear this.
Most deaf.
The makeup, for no particular reason, was like spot on. I thought everyone looked awesome and exactly as their character should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really did like the way they did like the shooting of the movie, and it was like
Cinematography?
yeah, it was good. I genuinely thought it was a fun, and not during the movie was I like, come on. I was like, oh, it's interesting, and it kept me going. So
Nice.
And we know where that park is, where the beam is now. And I believe our friend Mark entered it to be a possible future Pokestop. The beam from
Meet me yesterday.
me yesterday. The famous beam, yeah.
Did Mark walk the beam? Did he get a wish?
no.
Oh, damn.
No, yeah, he did that while sitting on my sofa. It's like, there, I did it.
My wish was to be on your sofa.
Yes. Damn.
Okay.
I'll talk about Justice League War World. Because,
Oh, I watched that.
yeah, you watched it too? Yeah. It was
A movie.
It was a movie.
Wait, slow down. What's a movie?
Yeah.
Did you watch the one after two?
The Crisis on Infinite Earths? No, that one I heard was good. I didn't watch that one yet because it's not on Max yet. It's not good? Oh, damn it.
I'm guessing this one's not good?
No, this one was not good.
Oh.
This one was not good. It was basically a bunch of different like segments of like things going on where like characters were in different places where they didn't belong. And like
You didn't like that.
oh no. So like Wonder Woman was in the Jonah Hex time, so like in the Wild West, and she
Jonah Hex was a dick.
Yeah, Jonah Hex was a dick.
I'm not like super familiar with that character, but anytime I saw like the live action ones on CW, he was tiresome.
Yeah.
Is he ever not tiresome?
No.
He's a character they should just not use.
Yeah.
But they like to use him a lot.
I don't know why, but yeah,
Old West, apparently. That's pretty cool.
apparently. But yeah, so it's just like Wonder Woman's there, and like she doesn't know why she's there, and okay.
That's the whole movie.
That's the whole movie, exactly.
It keeps going to just different Justice League characters, and they're like, "Why am I here?"
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. You have me sold. Yeah.
Oh my
Even
What am I doing here?
Yeah, but I wish it was that interesting because they don't fully understand. They think they are where they're supposed to be,
Yeah.
but they also are like, "Why am I here?"
Yeah. And then I don't remember Batman's one. Where was Batman?
They're like the Savage Lands from X-Men.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was super weird. And
Yeah.
like, yeah,
It's like
I like
dinosaur Batman
yeah.
world.
it's just Alzheimer's Justice League.
What am I doing here? Who's shooting my basically what it was.
The Batman one, I didn't get at all. I
Yeah.
was like, "That's Batman. Who the fuck are these other people?"
Yeah, they're other characters.
I know, but I couldn't
But
like.
I didn't. I
was like,
there's no
what?
one that I could like. Oh, I know who that is.
like-
yeah.
And especially when they're like, "Oh no, the king guy fell in the woods." I was like,
Okay.
Yeah. "Who?"
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there was the Superman one, which was like the Twilight Zone kind of episode. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah,
Superman one, everyone was like, "Why are we here?"
yeah.
That was the
It
most.
was the collective.
It
Why
was.
are we here?
It was 3 people just being like, "What's going on?"
That's awesome.
And they had to find out which one of them is an alien.
Yeah, like the Twilight Zone episode where they're all in the diner and they're like, "Oh, one of us is an alien, but we don't know who." And
And it turns out they're all aliens except the Justice League.
yeah,
Oh.
well, except Batman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah. And Superman in that scenario was not one of the
True,
aliens.
that's true. Yeah. He's an alien.
Yeah,
It's
but
just not the one that they were.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. And then they wake up in War World for some reason, and
Oh, that wasn't War World? Like each of them was in like a different weird world? That wasn't War World?
yeah, it was like they were on different dimensions, I guess, or something.
The way they explained it was John was in their brains and making them see the stuff so they can get to him to free him.
yeah,
but- Nope, doesn't make sense
No.
because do you remember how Wonder Woman's like, "Why do you look so young, Clark?"
because they're not from each other's universes; they're from different universes. Yeah, it was the whole thing was very strange. It was like it could have been an interesting movie if they actually like didn't make them all just not know what's going on, so that we don't know what's going on. So like,
I was so fucking confused.
Yeah.
I actually went forward in the movie. I was like, "What is happening?" And then I went back to where I was because I literally was like, "What the fuck is this movie? When are they going to meet Mammoth Mongol and fight him?"
exactly. Yeah, when Rachel and I put it on, we were like, okay, is this the right movie? Like, what's going on? Like,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm going through pictures of it on IMDb, and there's a lot of like gratuitous blood shots, but there's this one shot of this Tyrannosaurus Rex with a lot of blood hemorrhaging out of its either hoo-ha if it's a female or its butt if it's a man. It's like...
that's a Savage Land one. That's
What's going on?
yeah. I don't
It
know.
looks like it boofed a tree.
It does look like
Yeah.
a boofed a tree. Yeah, like I said, it's just the Savage Lands from X-Men for no reason.
Yep.
But why is it doing that? And
this
its
guy-
face is like, ooh.
It looks like he sliced them right there.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember that either. That's why I was looking at it. I'm like, is that from the movie?
Wasn't even in the movie.
Yeah.
When T-Rex had her period.
Yeah.
It's in the director's cut.
Yeah.
So why did you watch this movie? Just because you support the DC endeavors and Justice League.
Because some of them, like some of the DC animated movies, are really good.
I agree.
Like the Long Halloweens were really good. The I can't think of the top. The Year One was really good. Like, so there's a lot of like really good ones, but I don't. Even the one where they closed out the universe, I thought that was like awesome. Where like
Dark Crisis.
yeah, where like everybody ends up dying and
But that's
stuff.
so that's what this thing is supposed to be. This is the one before the 2 or 3 where they're resetting this universe.
Right.
Because Long Halloween is also part of this one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard that Kevin Conroy actually did play a voice in, you know, the Crisis on Infinite Earths, one of the movies, as the anime series Batman.
Oh, yeah, because the trailer for the part 2 has like Batman Beyond and stuff in it too.
That's why I was hoping it was going to be really good.
Can I talk about part 1?
Yeah,
is that
go
okay?
ahead.
Because
Yeah,
I know you didn't see it yet, but I just want to explain why it's bad.
Yeah. Set my expectations so I'm not going in there.
Yeah,
being
maybe
like,
you'll like it if I talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's the Flash, and it's a whole bunch of different points of his life and or another Flash's life
Oh.
all at once in the movie.
Oh.
So it'll be like Flash meeting Batman for the first time, and then also the Justice League forming for the first time, but also them fighting Amazo, but also him as an old man, but also the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh.
All at once.
That's the whole movie?
All at once.
So it's just set up for the...
all
next
at
one?
once.
Oh my God.
So it'll be like one scene where they're fighting Amazo, and then the next scene they're on the ship being like, how are we going to stop this Crisis on Infinite Earths?
What are we doing
man.
here?
Yeah, and then it'll go back to Flash as an old man, and he's like, I'm so old. And then it'll go back to like them on the ship again. They're like, how do we solve this thing? And then they're fighting Amazo, and I'm like, oh man, this movie sucks.
Oh man.
Because it's like, it's supposed... The flow is so shit. Like,
I like it. I think these movies were made for me.
yeah, the flow is so bad. So it's like in a Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 movie, the main villain of this movie, I would say, is Amazo the first time they form the Justice League. So it's like, why is that the movie?
Yeah.
It was so weird. And like, Flash is jumping. He's like, I'm jumping to all these different points in my life. And then he jumps at the end of his life to World movie on the water where he's talking to Batman. That old man that randomly shows up in that movie that's just like, hey, Batman.
Yeah.
And then dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Flash from this movie for no reason.
All right.
And like the start of the movie, sorry, I don't mean to dive too much into spoilers.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
But the start of the movie is like Flash in a lab when he first gets his powers, and like the old man is like, "Hey!" And I'm like, that's the Flash.
Right.
And then at the end of the movie, they're like, did you know that was the Flash? It's like, yeah, no fucking shit. He was wearing the Flash's costume. Why is that the payoff at the end of this fucking shitty movie?
Maybe some people just didn't know.
I think a lot of people like this movie too.
Sounds like
Yeah,
I
that's
would.
I saw all the reviews. People like really like it. That's why I was like, oh man, I hope this was good.
I genuinely did not enjoy it. I went in with like an open mind, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to get this. I'm going to watch it. I'm excited. So I don't know.
I gotta find a fan edit of it where like they put it in the correct sequence.
Chronological order.
Yeah.
That'd be neat, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense still.
Oh damn! All right.
It's so weird and choppy. I don't know why they decided to do it like that. I get him jumping to different points of his life, but it was just like not good.
But like that's so frustrating because that's also what made Warworld not good. It was just like not knowing what the hell's going on. So how am I supposed to know
It's
what I'm
worse
supposed
in
to...
this. It's a lot worse in this,
Damn.
which sucks because like I wanted it to be really good too. As they have like the big part on the ship where everyone's meeting each other too. It's like, oh hey, Superman, I'm Superman from Otherworld where I'm older, and then Wonder Woman's like, isn't he so young? It's like, okay, cool. And like apparently Batman in this world is a Batman that didn't get a Robin. So on the ship but in my brain I was just like, yet.
Right. Yeah.
This is the formation of the Justice League. Maybe he gets Robin later or whatever. But he meets like Dick Grayson. He's like, in this world, I became Robin. And I was like, I don't give a shit. Okay. That's your big reveal is that one Batman has a Robin? Oh my God. Never would have fucking guessed.
Oh man.
So I don't know. And apparently, you need to watch that Supergirl movie, the Legion of Superheroes one.
Oh, I saw that one.
Okay, because the next one it looks like it's going to be a lot about that, the way this one ends. Because the way this one ends is also just like, huh? Is that what we're doing now?
Oh, okay. If I remember correctly, that one was okay. I don't remember hating that one. So, but okay. And then, all right. So since we're talking about the DC movies, might as well go into the Doom That Comes to Gotham.
I turned that one off, actually.
I just went to my phone.
Oh my god!
I was like, I can't do this anymore.
The Doom That Came to Gotham was the movie.
Yeah.
That was the name of it?
Yeah. So it's like, it's supposed to be, so the concept originally, I was like, oh, this sounds like neat. It's like an H.P. Lovecraft version of Gotham. And like, you get to see like all the characters in this like H.P. Lovecraftian kind of world and stuff like that. The execution of it is terrible. It was just like, so first off, so they have, I don't remember the girl's name, but she was supposed to be Cassandra Cain. Right, and so they have her, but her name was like Kylie or something. Then they have like who was supposed to be Jason Todd was like Sanjay.
That's who that guy was supposed to be.
Yeah, because if you look at his gravestone, it's Todd.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then there's Dick Grayson, which for some reason they just kept him as Dick Grayson. And then they have like Oliver Queen and like. They have this whole subplot about like their dads were like immortal and like Oliver Queen's dad killed the Bruce's parents and like and then there was this part with like Two-Face and Two-Face gets poisoned by Poison Ivy, who's not like the Poison Ivy we know. She's just like some kind of demon thing or something, and he gets like all these pimply things on his side of his face, and
He gets acne.
yeah, that's how he becomes Two-Face.
Gotcha.
One side doesn't have acne.
Yes, they also call him Pizza Face.
Ooh.
He should stop falling asleep on one side of his face on pizza.
And then what other stupid stuff was it?
Even the penguin at the beginning.
Oh yeah, the penguin at the beginning where he's just like a naked penguin guy, just saying like he's a penguin.
I'm a
That's
penguin.
the first episode of Gotham.
Played by Danny DeVito again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just like an all around just terrible movie. Rachel was like, she's like, I don't know if I want to finish this. I was like, I understand completely. And like we left it on, but I just went to my phone. I'm like, I can't.
What'd you do on your phone?
I don't remember, honestly. It was just
It's something also boring.
probably, yeah. I think it was just scrolling YouTube maybe or something like that.
Trying to find something better.
Yeah.
No, I watched Gotham by Gas. No,
Gotham by
that's the one I
Gaslight was a
wanted
good
to
one.
watch.
That one's good.
So this is my problem. I was trying to watch Gotham by Gaslight, and the picture for this movie is very similar. So I was like, oh, I guess maybe because you search Gotham by Gaslight, it's not on HBO Max anymore. So I was like, oh, okay. Did they change the name to the Doom That Comes to Gotham for whatever reason? So I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's start this. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, this is not... I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's Gotham, but it's like London-y, but they're in Antarctica, but nope. And now, yeah, he's hanging out with Oliver Queen for just too long at the table, just talking about like stuff. And I'm like, I think Oliver Queen sucks in this.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
Very stupid. I didn't like it. And then a lot of the movie is just like one of them hanging out on the ship being like, I'm going to stare at the penguin or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't even pink. What was it? Was that supposed to be like Joker?
Oh, was that? Yeah, whatever it was. It was
Yeah,
like, I'm going to stare at this guy in this thing, or Mr. Freeze.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Because he was the ice guy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stare at him in this thing. And it's like, whatever you do, just don't open this door. And he's like,
This one?
yeah.
This one?
It's like, oh, okay. This guy's fucked.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he's supposed to be Jason Todd.
Yeah.
But no. Oh, man. I didn't enjoy it. And then there's like the weird spell stuff and all this.
Etrigan.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, this is not what I signed up for. I wanted to watch Gotham by Gaslight.
Which is a good one.
Yeah, which then I went and watched, and I was like, ah, sick, nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that sucked.
You want to talk about Gotham by Gaslight then? Because
I just liked it. It was cool.
yeah, it was awesome.
It's like Batman in London, like old timey, and like even the Robins are there as like street criminals.
yeah,
and
they're
it's
like
cool.
street kids.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was really cool.
It was a neat movie. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Watch that.
Yeah, watch that one. Don't watch The Doom That Comes to Gotham.
Fucking find it though. It's not on HBO Max.
Where'd you find it?
I bought it.
Oh, wow.
I had to take a risk. I was like, this Doom thing is not working for me.
Hey, everybody watch Superman Red Sun because that one was phenomenal. That one you gotta watch.
That's what we watched on the thing
during COVID times. Yeah. That one's really good. Really, really good.
Yeah. I don't know why his son came out red.
Here's your son.
Why is he red?
The redhead.
Credits.
Phenomenal.
Even the Injustice one sucked. The Injustice animated movie was garbage, dog shit.
Injustice wasn't
They kill Flash right away.
Whoa.
They're like hit or miss, huh?
I guess they never miss, huh?
Oh,
Got a boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss ya.
No, sometimes they do.
yeah. Except they do miss.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. I think it's when they try to get too artsy.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me.
Even that Suicide Squad one, not Assault on Arkham, the other one was really bad.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
I was like, I can't watch this. It's really fucking boring.
Yeah.
What is it that, like, all these movies, it's like they make plenty of them. Like, like what are they doing right where they get to make so many of these DC, like, imagine if it went like this types of movies?
Like the what if stories?
I'm not necessarily. I don't know. Just it seems like like you get to see like Batman if you want. It was like in old timey London, and you get to see like what if they went to like all different time periods and Superman was hanging out with T-Rexes or whatever you said. I don't know, just like who's dick are they sucking at Warner Brothers that they'll allow that and then they'll cancel never release other movies.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunnies?
Oh, his rabbit, his rabbit carrot.
I think the ones that turned out to be like really good were normally ones based on graphic novels, because I think like Superman Red Sun, the Long Halloween, Year One, the Red Hood one,
Under the Red Hood.
Under the Red Hood, that one.
Yes,
Under the what?
That's from a while ago now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, those are all based on graphic novels, and like what they basically did is like take the graphic novel, take all the good parts of it,
throw it away. No, no, I'm just kidding.
But like take all the good parts of it, make it into a movie.
Yeah,
and then and like streamline it so that
Alex's iPhone 2.
Just Google.
and it's like they streamline it so that people who don't know the comics can go into it and enjoy the movie. That is the one. Those are the ones that work.
Yeah.
It's when they're like, hey, let's play around. Let's do a War World one, but in War World, everyone's confused and don't know what's going on. It's like they're coming up with these concepts that are like.
So it seems like there's a consistency whenever they try to take new creative liberties, making these adaptations, that it tends to not go well.
Yeah, because even Gotham by Gaslight's from a graphic novel, and that one's good. So it's like
if they stick with what they are adapting, and like the people that are like green lighting it, they're like, yeah, adapt that. As long as they stay true to it, it'll be good.
Yeah.
And if they just try to use their stupid little pea brains. I'm just kidding.
yeah, but
the heroes just don't wing it when they're in these other universes instead of being like, what are we doing here? Is that what they do in every other situation when there's a villain that they don't know? They're just like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I do like the concept of them being really
They do
stupid.
figure it out. They do figure it out.
But it sounds really
But it
slow.
takes
It doesn't
It
sound
takes
like
most of the movie.
yeah. It sounds like it's not like an instant thing where the majority of the movies, they're like working it out. They'll try something. If it doesn't work, they'll try another thing. This one, they're like, what are we doing here? For the entire of the movie.
Yep.
And then 10 minutes, they figure it out.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
I do like that. I like it when superheroes are human. And don't know what to do for something for a good while.
Superhuman.
Yeah.
I like when superhumans are human.
Yeah. But I watched the Ruby and Justice League part 2 as well.
Oh yeah, how's that one? I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't finish it?
No.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
why I didn't really like. I have to go watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah,
it was fun.
like okay. Yeah.
So, I think at least that one was fun.
Right.
I think so. Whatever.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
No, I was just saying. So just to sum it up, yeah, I think like if they take an adaptation that they know already sells well, like the graphic novel, and then they say, hey, let's just streamline it a little bit, just so that people who don't understand it can come in and watch it. Those are the ones that do the best.
Gotcha. Well, I learned something today. Did you? And with that,
What are we doing here?
What?
Matt, you look younger than I remember.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
I personally have reverse Benjamin Button disease.
Oh, dang.
Getting older.
Fastest aging podcast. Okay, so with that, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Pseudo Adults show.
There's the ending kiss. Whoa! And the whoa. We got both this one.
Did everybody French that?
Oh, sacre bleu. I am Le Maître.
I am Alexandre.
I am Le Tony.
I am Kyle. You're Pseudo Adults.
Hey.